You guys know I absolutely love investing in Lego and not missing out on the latest opportunity. Well, did you miss out on this one right here? Medieval Seaside Market selling already for $420? What the heck? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the sellout of LEGO Bricklink Designer Program, as well as just a hint and side of LEGO investing. So if that interests you, stick around, hit that subscribe button, like today's video. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes, and let's jump straight on into it. What's up, everybody? I'm your host here, Cristo from Stud City, and at the time of recording, we have two sellout Bricklink Designer Program sets for the newest Series 4 that launched on February 4th. Now, that's not the main topic of today's video. Rather, we're going to be discussing the investment side of it. Is it worth to keep this set? Is it worth to sell off this set? We're going to be diving straight into that. And then, at least at the time of recording, there's three other sets still available: Wild West Train, Merchant Boat, and Riverside Scholars. Now, I couldn't help but notice going over to eBay and even, Brick Economy here, which tells you, some of the price ranges for sets that are retired, especially from the Bricklink Designer Program. And of course, the Wild West Train here is at retail because it's still available. The Riverside Scholars is at retail at $200 because guess what? It's still available. And then I continued to go down the list, and then I got to the Siege Encampment, and I saw this 95% in the green, meaning it increased to 95%. And I said, whoa, that can't be. The set just came out yesterday, at least from time of recording, and it's valued at $450. And like, how do you get that information? Well, it looks like some people already listed this item over on eBay as a pre-order on eBay to sell their copy off, and three of these sets sold for at $400, which is a very substantial price increase from the $230 it cost. Call it $250 shipped with tax, so $250 to $400. And then we saw another copy sell for $500, and then we saw another copy for $437, and that included a $75 shipping. So all out the door, you're at like $513 or $510 or something like that. So anyways, that's pretty crazy, and it's hard not to notice. Now, I also went and saw the Medieval Seaside Market, and this one was up even higher at 100% return. And I said, whoa, how could that be? Is it also from eBay? And yes, it probably is here because the set's listed at $380, and $420. Haha. So three sets are sold for each copy of these, and they're not even out yet. So people just FOMO bought them. And I guess I do understand if you missed out and you just want to secure it now in the pre-order, but you could have done it yesterday or the day of February 4th when you got it. I don't know. So anyways, the logic is pretty crazy. But this falls into the trap of how could we not talk about LEGO investing? And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And of course, the $55 set here is available at retail, which is the Merchant Boat, which is still available at least at time of recording. So I want to talk about this a little bit further in depth. Now, I'm not going to lie here. My game plan when buying the Bricklink Designer Program sets was I was going to buy one of each of the sets I really enjoyed. And that included one copy of the Merchant Boat, one copy of the Wild West Train, one copy of Medieval Seaside Market, and then one copy of the Siege Encampment. I later went and said I want a second copy of the Train because I'm a huge train collector. And then I'm going to go for a second copy to invest in or sell off any set that sells out. And of course, being castle themed, I think the castle fans here definitely bought out the Siege Encampment and the Medieval Seaside Market, which, as expected, as they are two fantastic sets. So in my opinion, I'll most likely sell off one copy of either of these sets. Hopefully, for a profit. Obviously, this is something not talked about in other videos, but you do need to factor in fees and taxes and shipping and all that good stuff. So a good example of here is this seller selling the $400 Siege Encampment. I would just knock off 20% to consider, all in fees, all in, shipping, and probably in profits on taxes. So with that being said, that would knock you back down to about what, $320 selling for. So that there's that, plus having to handle the shipment and the order and all that. So really the set retailed for $230, and the seller's still selling it for about $320, get profit. So say $300, okay, but still a $70, $80 profit is pretty crazy on a set that's not even released yet, just for pre-ordering, to sell it for a pre-order. So it's hard not to notice the Bricklink Designer Program, and I want to take a blast pass through memory lane here because the Bricklink Designer Program has been a while for quite some time, and we see some crazy returns on some of the other Bricklink sets as we just go down the list. Like the Studgate train station retailed at $400 $700, which is definitely a hefty price tag. And in modern day, it's valued at $650. All rightfully so. I think this is the best LEGO train station of all time. So in my opinion, that's a small price to pay for that set. We next have the Mountain View Observatory. This one retailed at $320 and is valued at $420. So 31% increase. The modular construction site, which is definitely a very fantastic looking building, modular style, retailed for $320, value at $728, over double. So 127% increase. Winter Chalet, retailed $200, now at $380. 50s Diner, retailed at $130, at $220. Venetian Houses, $290, valued at $440. Retro Bowling Alley, retailed at $230, now at $544. Modular, this one's crazy. $180 Lego modular Lego store retails for $630. So it goes on and on. The list goes on and on. And I don't know if you guys developed a pattern, but literally every single one of these sets is in the green. And I don't know if that's more of an alarming thing or a good thing, because statistically on paper, and we can go down through every Bricklink designer program set here, every single one of these sets has increased in price. Not in proportion, right? Some have increased farther in percentage than others, right? Like this one's only 45% increase versus the camping adventure at 118%. And that one's not even out yet. The Mushroom House, 61%. Versus the general store only being a 7%. Would that have been a good Lego investment? I don't really know, right? It's up to you and your risk tolerance in holding these sets and the values that you anticipate. So anyways, as we see some of these, we're about to get, the reason I'm going all this story all the way to get to here is, one of the other reasons here is because Series 3 is about to ship here as I launch this video. Series 3, if you ordered any of these Lego sets, is going to be in production in March of 2025. I'm recording this in February, so we're less than a month away until they show up as our doorstep. And honestly, I don't even remember exactly what I ordered or exactly what even sold out. I do know I got one copy at least of A Camping Adventure, Harbor Masters Office, Art of Chocolate, and the Forest Stronghold, because I'm a huge fan of all those sets and wanted to build them. Except maybe the Forest Stronghold, I bought one copy and I was debating on selling it because it's just really big and I probably don't need that in my collection. But here we go, looking at some of the investment side of things. It's like, well, should I open these up or sell off the set and buy something I'm more interested in, like more Lego Santa Fe Super Chiefs? Sets I just genuinely love and bring me joy. Well, that's always up for discussion. And then should you do the same? Well, everybody's situation is your situation, so I don't know that, so I can't speak for you. But looking at some of these sets, like the Art of Chocolate, which is 137% as of right now, expecting this price point to come down a little bit because it's not yet shipped, and I think these are just pre-order values considered in. Same thing with the Harbor Masters Office. Moving forward, there's the Forest Stronghold, $300 valued at $500 is pretty crazy. Even the Lost City that didn't sell out at $290 to $580. So it's pretty wild. So anyways, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I wanted to get your guys' fresh take on investing in some of these Bricklink designer program sets, even just Lego investing as in a general whole. I know you guys like talking about these topics, so if you want to see something broken down further and even talk about more on the selling fees and side of things, I know that's more of an interesting topic as well. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, a little bit different approach, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you investing in the Bricklink designer program Lego sets? Because it's hard not to talk about every set going up in price. But let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'm Christian from Stud City. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.